Too. Yes, good evening and welcome to Sunday and I think whenever we get free time be and ever try to engage na ya share neema bibra ekoso. And it looks as if deception abaye a greater part of our body politics, and it's unfortunate. At this point in time, people think they can deceive the masses. And because they know the average and the ordinary Ghanaian, when it comes to politics, people pursue with a lot of emotions. And the twists and turns, always carry along a lot of people. And it's so interesting that people have courage and do some of these things in a broad day. And me can we see what's a Ameri deal? Ehwasama baba aba mienu aba miensa aba 9, and we're going to have a very interesting conversation about the Ameri deal eba so somewhere 2013 to 2015, a whole controversy in as for new one aba, and I think that is one area you better look at it today. Now you share said the NMSC again. What is that abanse or the track aba? Our tracker no ebe track development ne other initiative aban aye, and her tracker no ma omode some even estimating as for some projections as to how much sectors be ma bring and whole lot of way air so the question is tracker back na ye launch here no send you could see here, and development no more can even on the tracker. Is it true? Some no more trust because people have started this verification initiative or more fat projects now our track and so then you go to the ground, you will engage. Wow, here TV3 over the weekend. Some of the projects are yatro as a track and say a 50 a 90% complete, net form the yet to foundation. But on the tracker ya trust a 50 a be a 90% complete. There are roads, for instance the G2 road, G2 main town road on the tracker you say 100% whatever complete, but more G2 will tell you say nothing has been done. So is it a case so in government books these contracts have been awarded and individuals have been paid, so government actually book say these people have been paid because job has been done, but on the ground nothing has been done. These are some of the critical conversations I ever have this particular evening. The average and the ordinary Ghanaian a certain understanding. My culture as a politics and the emotions and the tribal kind of tribalism and or time at the politics must always center around issues. That particular issues, our bearing on welfare as people, because we are not only building today, we are also building a platform. Those who inherit Ghana after us, will have some kind of a decent life, because unfortunately for us, deception, lies, corruption, thievery, envy, whole lot of stuff. It's a certain volatile mix of these negative attributes. I give you a certain negative energy at the idea of politics. So where it is important for us as reasonable men and women with conviction, you better say assess issues. Now you make informed decisions or informed choices out of that, because we are blinded by this extreme partisan kind of winning, yes, man. And on the other side, a lot of people a lot of people at the scholarship secretariat. What say the issues are popping up. I setting up secretariat. And the intention is that there are a lot of people who are very intelligent and we are Ghana for. They would need scholarship because the financial minds, in your side to be able to sponsor themselves through education. And there are other critical areas. Ghana may need certain expertise, certain knowledge, and you need those way avenues government coming handy or provided some financial support to these individuals who go out and learn these things, and almost they come back and help build this country, contribute whatever knowledge be on Benyan Biano to towards building this noble country of our cause. But you see, for some reason, this cheap politics, we veered off. Abaye a bonanza, and I agree with Manasseh when he named that particular thing a bonanza. A bonanza because a package as a Christmas, your package you go buy the chicha nam for your friends, because we need conviction. Yet me a differentiate what constitute good, what constitute public morality, what constitute yes, ya can't boom, and reward of friends, cronies, and scholarship na yede buy with the intention to help needy in as a form no. Ababa ye adia ye chichama the already individuals are more well to do within society. Abaya conductor, yeah, the man for getting visa, they go out there, they don't even learn, but we give them the money. And I think that the exposure in the coming days, they are so shocking. What's here, show that tells you, say, this country beyond this NDC-NPP politics, we are really naked. And it is very, very important. Some know as stakeholders, I can't mind no, you will realize this. Now you move above these charge partisan whatever no. Now you say we have a country because political parties in United power in the same Ghana, so we need to prioritize Ghana na your team no. Now you making sure say anything on toward be a obi team or it doesn't matter where the person stands across the political divide no. You making sure say the right thing will be done. And the scholarship secretary at Bebo Naza individuals are well to do within society. They are very people. They are the sad way. Or any banner sabi. Or again. Or there, and they are willing to go to school. See Kusuyan there no. Young farm because over there no, there are some who are even selling the scholarship for a month for. And those of you are might have that experience. May assure that most of you be willing to share. You go there, you know, so you need to pay huge sums of money. Some 50,000, some 80,000, some 70,000. Before and son a scholarship those who don't need it. There is this young lady and our way are related to powerful people in power. Another scholarship within the space of 3 years, or enjoy scholarship 1, scholarship 2, scholarship 3. Abra will be back. So the intent and the purpose for which this particular thing was introduced, and several so politics, interest by the several. These are some of the key issues, and so far we have 99 people on board. Just take few time, share, and then let's have a conversation. And I think that may interest now, and basically, Ameri deal, a best coy. Say, social media now call VRA for more ways. Let me try if I can get it. Say, VRA for and I say on the platforms, what who say security, say government launch power plants be Kumasi. A dear on back to see a K1TPP. K1TPP. Into what's here creating an impression, say. A new power beer or more added to our power grid. That is a lie. A whole end of deception no start free. So what is a Kumasi, President Akuffo Addo Kumasi, ako lanche, your friend saying power plant, thermal power plant, I ever added to your grader. They say that is a lie, and you new. Now say this here. So Bekaya, Abrana ye power crisis. Between 2015 thereabout, the then government, Mahama government, Ameri plant by the agreement was BOOT, build, own, operate, and transfer. And to the understanding, they say you fact that particular way, not start period, a year, about transfer to Ghana, not by a and winning their course that particular time. Emma. Niama be brave so na NPP for promises say that particular deal na John Mahama at the cost of $150 million, certain kululu be aba and they will make sure say that particular deal will not go through. So back at the very moment NPP took over 2017, then they started with some of the negotiations not a Ameri deal account. So back Abrantiana Addison. yes man money to kwan and according to report obekaya nipa na omoko ene na kwakwaye sa negotiation discussion no ono ankasa na pay for the take it na e ho semba bebre eti Ameri deal no aban say the cost was inflated eti no and then the kofa Ameri renegotiated deal ebaye I won't try to change the deal from Ameri na yenje emfama another company echo parliament you know minority then in 2017 okay out so omonti ase deal no koy and almost sign renegotiate here then it came back to parliament in 2018 about parliament in 2018 you know a committee in parliament it demanded said there are several key documents and mixed from the transaction 18 you know answer na on betenancy agisa deal na tomu no aban should make sure say that particular document you know will be provided. So Bekaya and then the cover scandal about Kruma Emma Boachiejako resign here because when those documents came out, you know, it realizes San Chrono and not a war Ameri renegotiated deal no not a change or more cry no more can of masem. Akuffo Addo exonerated himself from that particular scandal by saying says Bekaya popular say say I was misled because when those documents came out, those details no it came out, you know. But yeah, clear say, sana ye fa kwan bi so akuku this particular deal for friends and cronies na a benefit your more ankasa. So instead of say omoba cancel no, it wasn't any plan say cancel, but just to renegotiate the deal, push it to a different group of people, say be able to control. So at the end of the day, you know, that scandal na buy it halted the whole transaction. E ma no koye. Me say enam so enama boache jakon. Elusu yes, no, let me use that word. And I can say when the dust is settled, he will come back and Bekanasem and Obaka quite recently Brana or contested for MPP flag bearership, we know. Okan sem nubia, but here we are today. So Ameri na ebaya in the face of those bastardization, political recrimination, insult, ne, BBI, you know, and in the year 2022, and I deal no a time so yeah. So the understanding is a do we will own it. So company no in the year 2022, I transfer I don't know to GOG, that's the government of Ghana. Government of Ghana, Edna power plant, when they be operating, they push it to VRA. And I will VRA for some. Napo recently, Obakaya last year. Eka say o move the Ameri plant to Kumasi. Ena ye guzo yaso no agagara. Ena akopie Kumasi. But Ameri deal no Ameri plant no ko Kumasi no. Ameri no ewo 10 unit. 10 unit no ne nyina na e produce 250 megawatts. 10 unit no e bia produce 25 megawatts. Enti Kumasi na okọ no on the 6 unit and a Kumasi. So meaning say Kumasi power plant say omokwa assemble a ebe produce 150 megawatts. And na other Kumasi. But you see the funny aspect of this whole thing is ekodru Kumasi no. Ya sesa edin no a rebrand no amana a luku new a ele Ameri deal na yetu 6 unit. E dia Kumasi akwa set it up no. Government Akuffo Addo government swat the machinery of government in a power in Kumasi say ye kwa launch a new power plant ye dia ba Kumasi and that new power plant you know the same Ameri plant now that was bastardized, that was insulted, that was derided in same bebre can far home I can't say a chrono na akoso in the end in the chrono nobody was able to provide any evidence to justify. But that Ameri deal no ena akwakudru Kumasi a sebe ya ebakata nimguasie so na Ghana for en criticize omu bebre na omu hu ne 20 no ene ya fa kwan bi so asesa di na ne Kumasi ya K1TPP Kumasi tema ya fence plant idea eda so no enti ya say on the 17th of this month President Akuffo Addo Kumasi akolanche this power plant creating an impression say a new power plant here, yeah, added to our national grid, and which is not true. So in the coming years, in the coming days, you know, or going into these elections, you know, manning your one so better conversation like you can't achievement a buying aye o Kumasi. This Kumasi, this K1TPP will be mentioned as a monumental project. Aye o Kumasi. So what's here? Manning your one, sorry, give me a minute, I'm coming. And so what's it? Say Obia Eka K1TPP. I call lunch next week. And I know the kitwa ye bohunga. And VRA has over the years, you know, bohu de ro ya flyer the president Akuffo Addo picture toso. Aye ne kakraka. Baso Kumasi. Corona was no na mi refi a din kakra. Creating an impression, say a new power way and a Kumasi. And I am telling you, say, what's here is a lie. It is the old Ameri deal. Addo Mahama Kofa Baya. Not yes, price, you know, ya inflate, chrono womb, and a team was constituted. Say, say, any investigation, am I a two nipa, momo call, maybe a deal no start here, am a whole lot of way buyer, am I a finance a pine swat? Kaye kuku a new deal. I transfer the plant, you know, to a new camp ownership. Sabia, a month for being a film. Details in the poppy up, no, it became a scandal, and the president had to distance himself from it by saying that he was misled. And as a result, you know, and then I don't know, I coming back to Ghana. I Ghana for yena ye only and ne. And then a po atamakusi Kumasi, and a year 26 unit echo Kumasi. I eco produce 150 megawatt of power, our Ashanti region. And today, they have changed the name, trying to create certain impressions, say, your friend is saying, new power plants, and I am telling you that it's not true. So, I go up to add to the kind of deception I will saying. Energy sector, your challenge. So the question maybe something who say now knows the kind of conversation that will make he was telling the whole world say the investment that the MPP government has made in the power sector is unprecedented. And the question I'm asking myself is say the fact are there. Tell us how many megawatts and what we are added to the national grid. Tell because you need to be able to point to something why and yes they are not can ask because the power not stable over the years. Ask yourself say commitment bang and I want making as government how many megawatts and our buying and they are added to a national grid as and power enjoy power stability we taking credit for it, but because here no leadership without responsibility, fed any shame, any nipa. Some of these things they do it with ease. He knows very well, say our power sector, nothing has been added. But in the name of cheap politics and believing say the people out there are gullible, you know, we can calibrate some of this discussion and in attempt to influence people to believe say we have done this thing, we have done this when we know say we have done virtually nothing. But it's just the politics of narrative and a driver because the people are gullible. Okay, on the and no one a or how na man there and a Ghana yen because a country we've been told said the previous government purchased excessive power agreement as be abaye nuisance to us as a be fast one this one Eddie or minor air boka. Here we are today. Power outages are quite frequent and nobody is saying anything sensible to the ordinary Ghanaian. You remember when the sector minister, Napo, another arrogant, disrespectful character, when he was asked about the current power situation in this country, minister, no doom so, people are feeling, baby, I met power, betting of any time. And recently, while winning a corner or a these are the realities that Ghana for have to deal with. So there is a problem. Now media for a page down more camera basically when Bissau say and then a coso who provide the timetable, then or too cheap ne sabi kasafin ever Ghana for, and that is their nature. That is their nature. Nothing has been done, but young creative impression say yeah way. So this particular deception way, I'm saying say fact. Sad deception way I'm more creative just to create an impression say a new power plant to be purchasing coming added onto the stream, and they know say fact because Ghana phone himself that Kumasi K1TPP na airban the Ameri plant. Ameri plant. Ewo hot 2016. The same people bastardized and insulted John Mahama for Ameri deal $150 million, you know, according to the then your friend is a minority, you know, almost say it was inflated, and for that matter, and they will do everything to ensure say revise that particular deal. The revision led to a huge scandal as certain element at the corridors of power attempted to say the Omoyana na Obakaya. Your friend is saying Nkrofo mbajiji your power your power way on coin, you know. PDS is the same deal. Family and friends, cronies, near forming a cabal, fronting it, creating an impression, say a campaign as said on baby but in the end, you know, the same people and ababefa now on what they call. So I am so much convinced these people you can't say yeah back of the some better mind, ya mat see a bell runner or my no your toy. They came with their own agenda. Sorry. Recently, no me catch will be say. So what is happening now? Ghana for the yenam win ya. It's an execution of a plan. A planner yatana conceive a schema, a very grand schema, a very dangerous. Because now me can say sa book we babon say I see a friend a Japanese book. Na me call program na BOT ta de ba oka na me sadam fama dwen ko na I thought so the usual way propaganda, but I'm telling you say every single thing happening in Ghana today is an execution of a well thought plan. I want this a Japanese book, and it's exactly what is happening because a book that was written in 2019 every aspect dia abam, and I don't need to I'm sure most of you are aware. The buyer trend on social media has to do with a book written somewhere 2019. A capture portions kase or Safuma for Bano will come and inherit Senate. And truly wow, who that book on social media and you think that was written recently, and then it means that when you're familiar with Ghanaian politics, the book has been at the trenches for so long. As stated, say Osafoma for Bano will come and take Senate because we are part of the family. And today, look at the letter, the wording and the tone. I had the sacking the Senate boss. As if there's a chromophobia or tibia, yes, sacking in 10 with immediate effect. Onkononko the salary 3 months advance. President was sacking. His appointment has been terminated in a very radical fashion because Osafoma for Banoba, and this has been written in the book years ahead. So clearly, it's an indication that these people, the omuye and yet that particular portion, kwane womo. Message take your time, go through the Japanese book, and you come to understand. Say everything happened under Akuffo Addo, no, and your mistake. It's not by accident. And your plan, na your transfer conceive, contrive, na your transfer plan, and they just now they are in an execution mode, executing the plan with absolute finesse and perfection. That's exactly what they are doing. So what in China, what being say, your usual politics, I see you are making a mistake. That is why I keep telling people, say yes, people have issues with this NDC MPP politics. But I say what is happening today, it go beyond the usual NDC MPP politics. Because if you run as a military, some who some fun way and be Akuffo Addo president, sign class the same way and who be Mahama and Mels Ebedi president, sign class the same way, you'll be a who be. This is a time that these people have elevated this class to a different level. Just say, yeah, for minor Japan, they are as if any power them, as if there is no tomorrow. They think that they can go to political oblivion for so many years. So almost a signing in our shame, and that is the plan. Who read the book now? That is the whole thing, trying to create a certain financial empire that will sustain their relevance within our politics and even outside for a very long time. So the agenda is never about creating any perfect country beer, and I say creating an incentive for the ordinary and the average Ghanaian so by leverage, at least with me maximize. No, everything under this government is transactional. It is about money. Everything is transactional. And what is a ton scholarship or money on mama? What is a scholarship? The Mabusian for money on mama. Akuffo Addo to make fast scholarship means sending their PP so we are straight to the Flagstaff House and that's a Jubilee House, no Makosha. Then they are being paid in dollars. These are the realities I can't want them. And it's not as if they see a mistake. Or mine economy now tough form, economy now tambono, economy, your financial sector and non as a form. Nina have been captured. How? Or more devise a strategy to ensure say they take the banking sector. Look at the way a man do for other people perceived. Say or more known and as more affiliated to other political parties. Look at the way a manner their banks were taken from them. Because at the time when you take those banks, and there are several other banks and they have similar challenges. But government decided say these people, including your friend say Papa Kwasi Indium, we don't want to leave these people in a situation and umbenya certain financial advantage be umbetinya sponsor other people and also on that rival the kind of your first supremacy these people were cooking. And you know, young crepo obia, young obia, and that is the reason why they did what they did. So it was never about any financial sector cleanup. Obia said something has gone untoward and they are doing something about it. No, a part of a bigger plan, an agenda, are more assertive on their own to ensure say some of these things, you know, will be done. That is a perfect plan. So, go and pick and read the steps of the book, and then you understand what is happening today. That's why I keep telling people that this is what is happening. You know, go beyond the usual NDC MPP. These are a bunch of criminals. You hijack a political party, and they are using this as a conduit to ensure that they create a certain financial empire for themselves and their family. And look at the trend. Every single juicy position in this country, a family member or the other has been put there. They've placed people at strategic positions. If you read the book, they said,